versions that you can find when you go up there. Yeah, the extended map view is your primary reason, but if you're early game and you don't have any stuff, it's definitely a reason to go. We got a bonanza when we went up. It was the soldier, and he was fully decked out. He had multiple weapons and grenades and armor and MREs and all sorts of stuff. So we got a good one. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you'll get one of the results when you go up top of the tower. You can find a sniper rifle. What is it? A 380. You can find a soldier's corpse with a bunch of his gear. You can find a binoculars and telescope combo. There's a number of them. Those are all possibilities. The most important thing, though, is when you go up high and you use binoculars or a telescope, you get a massive view range. So see what I can see right here? I can see all of this because I went on top of this radio tower. This radio tower here got me a view all the way up to there. So you get this massive view radius. And of course you know this because you diligently watch my quick tip series over on my YouTube channel. And you watch the episode entitled Get High for a Better View. And it explained all of this, and it showed you exactly the benefit. And now there's another building that I wasn't even aware of. I think it's a new addition. Churches, one of the church versions, has a steeple that's like 5 levels up. It's like 1 level less than a radio tower. But if you're near a town and you got a church nearby, make sure you head in there and look for stairs up into the steeple. And if you find that one, you can go up and up and up and up, and you'll be able to see pretty much your entire town, unless you have a massively gigantic town. But it works just like a radio tower, just not quite as high. 1 level less. What to do? Trying to decide what else I want to try to accomplish here in the building. Let's go look at this thing here. Use your lockpick. I guess there's no reason not to. We'll at least get some skill, because I'm just going to ignore it otherwise. So, these have a tendency to jam, at least in the past they have. But, sure, give it a try. Yep. Instantly jam the lock. You can't even practice. You can't even practice. You got to go find a gun safe like this, and you get 1 attempt. And look at that, we got 5%. So exciting. Now I just need to go find 19 more of these, and I can level up to level 1, where I will still jam the lock regularly. I mean, yeah, you can practice on other things, but I just don't get that whole lock-picking skill thing. Seems weird to me. Let's see. How to go about this. Load up and move. Try to get more stuff. Still got 1 more level of tailing where you can finish up. I should probably do that, just so we have all the options. Yeah, let's do that. We'll wait 1 more. We might get it done in a day. It might take a day and a half. Let's do that. We'll get it done. Then we'll take it. Dark, and I'm tired. That's pretty good timing. Shall we eat some more fat before we go to bed? Take another pill? Yeah, I think we'll do 1 more. We'll do 1 more session. Bulk up a little bit further. I'm curious, are we still gaining weight? I forget what we were at before. 53. I think that's the same. But I think it has topped out finally. So we'll go ahead and eat 5 more chunks of fat, chase it down with a pill, and go to sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have some water. Have our anti-parasitic. We'll wait a little bit. And we'll have our anti-parasitic drug. Chase away the buggies. Your bowels spasm painfully as something inside them dies. Well, I guess that answers the question. We had little buggies. We got little buggies that time. And the anti-parasitic shredded them, you know. So now we're going to have an interesting evening of... what happened to my bed? Taking apart that one piece. I don't remember the bed design being skewed. That's kind of weird. Alright, whatever. Off to bed we go. Wonder how many calories I gained from my parasites. My stomach gurgles. Yeah, that's the message that my health stat has been trashed, which it has. Eating the raw fat is bad for you, but it solves one problem and slightly causes another. But we'll recover from that naturally without much consequence. Not worried about it. All right, we're fully hydrated. Let's do another check here after that. You know, post science. 56. Yeah, it should have gone to 66 or 63. We ate not quite 10,000 calories worth, so we'll see if it ratchets up like it did last time. But basically, we by eating the one cow have recovered all of the weight we lost while we were at the beginning of the adventure. Let's finish off this water. Hey, look, the chunk of meat went rotten. All 55 chunks of meat are bad. So I think somebody wondered about why I didn't try to full butcher earlier, and I first didn't want to be, you know, annoyed with trying to go get all the stuff I needed to full butcher, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to eat all the food anyway, and it was just going to rot. It's easy enough for me to go get more. So I just didn't care. Quick butcher's all I need when it's going to give me so much food I can't prepare it or preserve it anyway. But it accomplished its purpose. We're good to go. Boiled eggs are getting old. Ooh, let's have some boiled eggs. Let's have all the boiled eggs. And some more water. Alright, it's time to make some more. Am I going to need to go get some more? Yeah, look at that. We ran out of water in our jug. Let's leave the fire running. Go fill that thing up first. And then there's no beavers. Still have a cow out here, do we? Where was that other puddle? Where are you at, clean water puddle? That's the one. Cows are hanging out in the north pasture. Alright, we still need how much? It's full. No, got 7. 8 more, and I'm not going to drink any. Okay, fire back out. Time to just keep reading again. Get one more level done and then load up and leave if I don't find anything I can actually craft that I think will be useful. Yeah, let's just keep it simple. Get it done. Might be something I could craft that I actually need that would get me the level. But we'll just do it this way. Next up in my priority would pretty much be finding a bookstore or a library out on the outskirts of town that we can get a fab book from. Mainly, I need a mid-level fab book. With that, I can then put a focus on getting the few materials I need in order to put together some survivor gear, some kind of an armor. That be more useful for us. We'll lose the light before we finish this up. Dang cows. Leave me alone, cows. I'm reading. Activate. Reading lights. Keep reading. Let's finish this thing off. Alright, cows. You're gonna make me put my headset back on. There we go. Reading 6. We're all done. I got no other books. Everything else is gonna have to be a manual method of learning. And we'll have some granola. So that was a full day spent reading, pretty much the full day. So let's do one final check of our calorie count after our 2 fat binges. 61.4. So yeah, we got the last amount pretty much right on. So there you go, we're overweight. That's from 1 quick butchered cow and 2 doses of antiparasitic. That's all it takes. Go grab some antiparasitic from a pharmacy, and basically once every couple of months, you need to worry about food. If you want to min-max the system, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend. It's kind of silly. I do it for demonstration purposes mostly, just to show people what's possible within the system and the things you can do when you understand what's going on. And then you can tailor your own playstyle to whatever you like, basically. Let's see. We're not tired yet. Well, that's a problem because now I don't have a book to read. What could we work on? I've got a weapon. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I could do electronics to 1 with antennas. Electronics 1 doesn't get me much, so I don't see a point. I do have sheet metal to do the arm guards, and I can go get a lot more. I need to take apart some more ropes for string, but we might be able to get to the Fab 5 with that. I'm trying to remember the restriction. I think it's 6.5 for light survivor for most of it. Might be 6.6 to get all the pieces. I can't remember now. But I don't have all the materials anyway, so I'm not in a super big hurry. Yeah, there's also the character build stuff that does have an effect now. So height and age do have a metabolism effect. So depending on what kind of direction you want to try to min-max. If you want slow metabolism, you want to be short and old. If you want fast metabolism, you want to be tall and young. So feel free to do whatever you want with that information and set things accordingly. So, short and old, well, slow metabolism, you'll burn less calories, and tall and young, you'll burn more calories. So, no more reading materials. We're down to, like I said, crafting, and there's not really much. Our wheel is planks, which I'm starting to run out of unless I go get a mass of them. After that, pretty much it. Yeah, I really can't do much with these. I really don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to do these and try to get a few points of skill or percentage of skill. I might just let time go by and try to sleep anyway, so we can wake up and then get moving. I guess I could load the vehicle up while we're waiting. Let's do that. Let's start loading and then we'll go to sleep. So, what do we want to put in the vehicle? Wear that for the moment. Have all of those. Leave this for now. Nothing else in there I care about. Don't need it. Put those in the vehicle. Keep that with me. When did I drop some of this stuff? When did I drop my toolbox? I think the game was auto-dropping stuff when I was picking stuff up, which I absolutely detest. So, here's Warm ranting again. So, you know how when you go to unload something, if it's on the ground and you try to unload it, it'll pick it up and then unload it, and you end up with the full thing in your hands? You only want the battery out of the radio. But when you try to unload the radio, it picks it up first before it unloads the radio with battery. And then you have to drop the radio again. So you pick this thing up. Well, guess what happens if you pick something up and your full or your full carry capacity, it randomly drops stuff on the ground for you. Your weapons, your drugs, your toolboxes. It'll just pick stuff and throw them on the ground. It just, no notice, no message, no nothing. You just got stuff on the ground. And if you don't happen to notice, you then drive off and you've left all your cool stuff behind just because you wanted the battery out of that radio. So I hate that. And Korg says it'll be resolved in Nested Containers PR number 2. That's good, I guess. Depending on the nested containers, which I do not yet have an opinion on. But man, do I hate that. Be very cautious. If you're running your inventory where you're very close to max and you try to unload something, be aware you may be randomly dropping items on the ground that you really are going to miss when you then walk away. So be cautious of that. I can't think of why else my toolbox is on the ground right now than that was occurring. And I didn't notice. Alright, so, yeah. That's gonna go. That'll go. I think I'm done. And we'll have space. We'll take these as well. I'll come back for that. That one's gonna be a maybe. Much I got 7 more. Raw materials I'll look at later. Well, except for ropes. We know ropes are going, springs are going. Alright, we'll check that on the next trip. Let's go dump this stuff out. I have no cohesive plan for this pile of stuff. I have no use for gold or silver this run. But I got plenty of space at the moment, so we'll sort it later. Days. Goodbye, Barbie gun! And... got the shotgun over my shoulder for... one-time immediate emergencies. Let's leave all of this stuff now. Keep those. I gotta have my katana. I gotta have my Gorman solution. Don't need. Keep the food on me. Alright, that leaves lots of... yeah, we're not really bringing that much stuff, so I got plenty of space if I want to bring some raw materials. I don't tend to. I get asked a lot why I don't build bigger vehicles, or why I don't grab more stuff, and it's really not necessary. Once you know where everything's at, you know what everything's made of, and you know where to go get the things that they're made of. I just don't carry around that much junk anymore. I can get away with a motorcycle with 1 cargo space. Larger vehicles just really aren't necessary for me anymore. Largely because I don't bother carrying around all this other random stuff that I know I can source easily wherever I'm going to go. Once I know I'm on the move, I don't need to carry around all this other random spare part stuff. I just grab a few minor items that I know will have some immediate utility if I need to craft something real quick. And if I need it later, I know where it's at. So it's easy to go get. So, what else? I do want to take a couple of sheets. Just for converting into rags or making into other things. Beyond that, we'll take some steel. Other string. Oops. Let's wear 2 of the sheets so we can free up some space. Then take my other parts that I want. Oh, 30. Next step. And we're getting down to pretty much terrified. No. Maybe take that. 2 of those, and that doesn't take much space. That'll be pretty much. The rest of this, I don't really care. I will grab my water thing. Alright, I think the vehicle's about as loaded as I can make it for now. Can't think of anything else I care about from the vehicles. Headlights? Spare headlights? I have the skill to remove them. And maybe I'll grab the reinforced headlights. Hey, you. I need light to do it, so we'll wait till morning to do that. Reinforced headlights, and that's about it. The bikes are not foldable. The buggy is fun, but I'm not going to worry about. Any other raw materials I can source easily elsewhere. Which is the best? Anytime anybody asks me the question, which is the best, my answer is always, it depends. There's almost no questions I can answer that contain best. If you got the word best in there, there's so many stupid variables in this game that it's hard to give an answer to. I personally like the hiking backpack because I think it gives a good mix of utility, meaning amount of storage, versus, and it can you can slot in. It has holders for weapons, like bladed weapons, so it can act as a scabbard or a back scabbard. So I like the hiking backpack for that reason. It's kind of a mix, and it's enough space that it carries that I usually only need that and no other carry capacity items. So if I get into a melee fight that I know is coming, I can drop one thing, that backpack, and it will drop with enough stuff in it that it drops my weight and it drops my encumbrance enough to be consequential in the fight. Whereas if you're wearing a leather backpack, a rucksack, a duffel bag, then you're in pretty big trouble if you get into a melee fight, because you have to shrug off multiple items to really make an appreciable difference in your torso encumbrance. And that takes time, and if something's rushing at you, you may not have the opportunity. But one thing, usually that's worth the trade-off. You can drop that one thing even if they're already adjacent to you, take a few hits, but then relieve enough encumbrance to make a difference in the fight. So it depends, though. Depends on the situation. Are we talking what's best immediately early game? What's best once you have choices and can craft any damn thing you want? I mean, you got to qualify the question with so many things that anytime anybody asks me best, I just kind of shrug and just about walk away, because it's kind of an irrelevant question 99% of the time. You got to quantify it with so many things, or qualify it with so many things, that it's really hard to give an answer that means anything. Were you to ask me, what do you consider better, this or that, I would have a little easier time in explaining why I might value one thing over another. But just the what's best, it's really hard. Depends on character circumstances, what access to materials you have, skill levels you have, even character build. If you're not doing melee builds, then you could care a fig about torso encumbrance. Wear whatever you want. You could stack on as many duffel bags and rucksacks and so on as you want, and it makes absolutely no difference if you're just shooting a bow at somebody or shooting a gun at somebody. It only makes a difference when you're doing melee combat, because the negative encumbrance effects all happen to happen for the melee combat. So so many variables, so many circumstances. All right, so we're still not tired. Not much time has gone by while I did the shuffling around, but I think we got about everything. I'm absolutely certain I'm gonna leave and then go, God dang, I forgot to make that thing or do that thing or so on. But that's all right. So we know we got gas in the vehicle. I cannot fix the tire situation here until I get a jack and so on. And I think you need mechanics 2 to even remove a tire. Let's go look real quick. I forget. This one. Remove wheel. We need a jack and mechanic 0. Alright, so I was wrong on the mechanic skill, but we need a jack before we'll be able to pull that off. And I don't have the ability to make a jack at this stage, so I can't really do much to improve the vehicle situation for now. So I think we're just going to go to sleep, whether I'm tired or not. And in the morning, we'll do a final hydration, eat some food, and get on the road. Get some more interesting stuff done. I'm just really, really relieved that the infection didn't get us this time. I'm just going to try to sleep anyway. Put the head gear on so we don't get interrupted. Hey, we fell asleep. Cool. Which is better, Betsy the Battle Bovine or a Zombie Hulk? Better at what? You need to qualify it. Better at providing me fat chunks that I can use to min-max cheat the food system? Better at combat? I don't know. Better at killing me? Did I do I think I did a quick slip on the horse oopsie, didn't I? If you've seen the horse oopsie, I'm going to assume cows have a similar circumstance. And I got decimated by a horse once, just by trying to walk near it, and it stepped in front of me, and I walked into it and tapped it, and it instantly hit me in my head 6 times in one round and killed me. That's way more damage and danger than a Hulk would do, and that was without 150% speed rating added in. So I don't know. I fear horses more than I fear Hulks if they're mad at me. I haven't had an encounter like that with a cow. I'm going to assume it's a similar situation, though. Because the way they get their movement speed bonus is by giving them a whole crapload of action points. The secondary consequence to that is that gives them a whole heck of a lot of action points. And apparently their hoof attack doesn't take that many action points. So it was hoof to the head, 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 and Vorm fell over dead. So that's what happens when your combat system is tied to an action point system, and in order to give movement bonuses, you have to give attack bonuses. That's just the way it works. I think some kind of change was made after that amusing event, but I don't remember what or exactly, or if I'm even remembering properly. But horses are another thing. Pets are another thing I don't personally deal with because they're busted as hell. Busted meaning overpowered as hell, and until they apparently get some other things fixed, they're not making the change to temper their abilities. They're waiting for other changes before they do that. So whatever. You guys want to ride your horses and be super uber powerful? Go for it. Have fun. My streams affect the game? Nah, nobody listens to me. I'm just an old guy that complains on the internet. Do you know the devs? Well, there's several hanging out in chat right now. I think Korg might have wandered off. I think he fainted when I did the eat fat thing. I think he had an aneurysm shortly after I did that. But oh no, still here. Yeah, every once in a while, something I say might have some effect. But like I said, you guys want to make changes, make changes. I'll do my thing. I'll play the game as you give it to me, and I'll make my comments. We're discussing how to make you puke if you eat a double lard. I'm all for it. It's stupid broke that I can do that, so I wouldn't mind in the slightest. I'm just here to demonstrate. I don't advocate. I just educate and demonstrate. So you do whatever you need to do. I agree. It's pretty silly, and there should be a counter to it. Just like the whole dodge thing. I mean, it takes a lot for me to actually put something like that into a quick tip video. I try to educate on it. I talk about it. I demonstrate it. I explain how silly it is. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. I get ignored. So I go, finally, okay, fuck it. I'm going to make a quick tip video out of it because I know people watch those videos. And somebody's going to get annoyed at me that I publicize a stupid, obvious loophole and actually make a change. But guess what? You can still do that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that hasn't been totally nerfed yet. I think they did something that makes it a little harder, but it's still stupidly easy to go from no dodge to 12 dodge just with a bear trap. So yeah, fix it. I don't care. I just play the game. I make my own rules. I set my own boundaries. I don't do horses, and if you're wondering why I don't do horses, it's because they have infinite stamina. They're faster than everything in the game, and they have infinite stamina. So you just basically get automatic free faster movement than everything in the game, which just breaks the game to hell. And there's no downside. Supposedly you can't wear a ton of stuff, but if all you're doing is running around killing stuff, you can just do that and then go back and loot afterwards. It's still broken as hell. I don't care if weight is supposedly a limit. They still have infinite stamina and they're faster than everything. So, yeah. Still they make some changes there. I avoid horses. I get asked a lot, how come you don't do pets and horses and all this other stuff? It makes my game too easy. It's already too easy. I have to artificially come up with creative ways of making it harder. That isn't just pure tedium difficulty. Like, why don't you use 50 times zombies? Because it's boring. It doesn't add any interesting decision elements to the game. I'm after the interesting circumstances, the exigent circumstances, the opportunities for tactics and strategies and situations that get me into trouble that I have to think my way out of. That's the gameplay I like. And we run into it fairly often. We had some of that with this challenge due to the speed differentials. It's forcing me out of certain comfort zones and keeping things interesting without just stacking on stupid difficulty factors that have no real challenge to them or interest to them. Drunk Master? Yeah, well, I take full credit for that stupid thing. God damn, I had to rail against that thing for months. Months I was railing against that stupid broken trait before Korg finally got tired of listening to me. So that's good. I'm glad that thing's gone. So, is it time to go? I've lost track of what I was doing. You guys got me on another one of my rants. Doing that to me. I picked up everything, right? I don't have anything there I care about. We were going to eat and drink and then take off. So, grab my jerry can. We'll grab, yeah, go ahead and take that down. Sure. That's too many. Good Lord, those planks take up a lot of space. Man. Really? That much? 4 per? Alright, whatever. Feels like it's more than it used to be, but I could be misreading. Oh yeah. Well, let's go dump this first. Take off the headset. We'll refill the jerry can actually. Let's top that off before we take off. 60-liter tank is what I normally like to use. I could take a 60-liter tank, but it's not necessary. Which one? This one? Yep. Alright, top that off. Toss this in the back. I'm gonna keep the food up front and the gallon jug up front with me. Everything else I'm gonna keep. How much space we got it? 11 out of 68. Oh, that's right. These baskets hold a lot more than I'm used to. I keep thinking it's 25. It's not 25. Come here, planks. I might do. Alright, fine. I'll like... At 8. And I think we're all set. About all I can really do for now. Oh noes, I'm hungry. I should go kill another cow. Well, let's not. I don't like doing the cow abuse thing. Let's have some cookies. That's good for my health stat, right? How much random food do I have before I take off again? I got uncooked hot dogs for pure calorie count. I don't really have that much still back here, but now that we're all fixed up and we're on the move, it's not going to be all that consequential. Yeah, we're... Could go do the pine nut thing for a bit. Get my survival skill up real quick. If I can pine nut shuffle. We'll last resort that as well. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Sure I am. Did I ever find the Magic Academy? I haven't played since the Magic Academy got... I haven't played with Magicalism enabled since the Magic Academy got added. So no, I haven't seen the Magic Academy. I've seen a lot of notes or messages about it on Discord, and it seems like it's I don't know. I don't know how hard it was for those guys to get in there, but from the things I'm seeing on what people are getting in the Magic Academy, it sure feels or sounds like it's OP on the Magic side. I mean, I did complain a lot about my problems finding spells and stuff for the classes I wanted to learn in my normal play, and that I'm taking a bit of a break from Magicalism at the moment, letting it settle out a bit because I knew some stuff was coming. But yeah, from the things that people tell me or what I'm reading, I don't know if they have their item drop rate dialed up or what, but they sure are listing a lot of items. A lot of artifacts with magical effects and such. So, but no, I don't have any direct experience with the Academy yet. We'll turn Magicalism back on here sometime, and then I'll go. But I'm waiting for some more changes before we revisit it heavily. Okay, I think it's time to drive. Where are we going? We're going... Do we go east first? Man, I want to drive that buggy, but I don't want to run out of gas on the way over. I guess I could dump out my water tank, fill it with gas, and take it. That would guarantee it. Yeah, let's do that. I want to drive the buggy. We're going to drive the quad bike. Where did I put the water? Not there, apparently. Come here, water. Okay. All set otherwise, right? Let's make sure I'm all set before I do this. I'm going to drop the molly pack. Gravel pack's going to be plenty. And we'll have the basket on the back of the quad bike. We got our vest on. We got our... We don't have that much stuff. We'll be trying to avoid fighting like people. Alright, so just dump that. Got my katana for melee. I've got the shotgun with 3 whole rounds. Let's take one of the other guns. Let's take the Glock 2240 cal. I really don't like pistols. I don't like pistols, but we'll take it. Alright, we're gonna go on a quad bike adventure. Hey, quad bike. Alright, how much space you got in the back there, quad bike? Oh, the trunk's broke. That's right, I forgot. The trunk is broke. I'm overweight? What the hell? Oh, the water. That's right, now I can't put it in the trunk. Damn it. I can't fill it with gas. The quad bike adventure just got less good. I don't think I can even put a basket on this thing with my current skills and tools. Let's see. And the thing wouldn't fit in the wire basket anyway. You should be empty. Oh yeah, very empty. Can't replace the tank, I can't repair the tank. Alright, never mind. No quad bike adventure for us. It's going to be too much hassle. Too much hassle. I don't want to put myself in danger over just getting a chance to ride the quad bike. I have fond memories of the quad bike. It's pretty fun. If you get a chance, take advantage of a quad bike. Go for it. Off. Headgear so I can hear the engine fail to start. Alright, we're off. Goodbye, Dairy Farm. You were a good choice. Good haven for us to rest in. Recover from our infection, but we are out of here. That is a lot of animals. A lot of animals. A lot of poo. Let's sidestep the poo. Alright, so I don't have unlimited gas. I'm going to be a little cautious in just how much moving around I do. I'm going over here for 2 reasons. One, we're going to check this out real quick. We're going to get to the top of this so we can get the map north of us. And we've got a bridge that I might be able to get some gas from a vehicle. Lots of vehicles on bridges typically. Plus, I want to cross as many bridges as I can. I want to see this fabled military roadblock with the minefield at one of the bridge entrances. So, this is a shipwreck. There's going to be crabbies in the area, so it's going to make things a little interesting. being that close, but we'll deal with that when we get over there. But I can't do too much back and forthing with this vehicle without finding a little bit more gas. What we got ain't enough to satisfy or ensure. So, excuse me. Hopefully, on the road or on that bridge, we come across another vehicle loaded up with some diesel. We're also, of course, on the lookout for body sites. Scientist body site would be great. Love to head into a lab with this guy, where I've got controlled circumstances and controlled types of enemies that I would encounter. Alright, let's hook down and on the road. Oop. Not usually any zombies that spawn naturally at the horse ranch, so I don't expect any visitors here. Just swing around and park it. Hop out and take a look. I've got plenty of carry capacity. Cookbook, huh? I don't remember what that takes me to. What's it take? Cooking to 3? Alright, we'll keep it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing. More of the nothings. So, I have the item spawn rate at 0.25. 1/4 of the normal spawn rate. So, yeah, things are going to be looking pretty, pretty unpopulated. Hey, a happy making book. We'll grab it. We'll take one more happy making book. Otherwise, I don't care. Ah, so awesome monthly. I'm past needing it, damn it. And we'll start stealing curtains for the strings. Don't care about the rest. Strings, I'm not quite fully immune from eating yet. Another couple of cars we can take some seatbelts out of, and we will be. Uh-oh. Well played, Cataclysm. Well played. I talk about the only thing that would have helped me while I was fighting off the infection, really, was a gamma globulin shot. And how the chances of me running across one at the drop rate I've got was pretty minimal. Now, I console myself with the knowledge that this was not sitting here the whole time. This got generated just now when we drove over here. So had I come here earlier, without a doubt, this farm would have generated without the gamma globulin shot. So it's only showing up because I don't really need it. So, if you don't know what this is, it's a super immunity boost. It helps out your immune system, your hidden health stat. It'll jump it way high. I'm not going to take it, even though my immune system is kind of trashed after all that infection and eating of raw fat, because your hidden health stat always trends to 0. So if it's bad, it'll trend back up to 0 and be even. If it's good, it trends down to 0 and is even. So I know I'm not bad enough that if I just eat okay for the next few days, it'll automatically trend me back up. I don't have any damage to worry about, so I'm not worried about my resting, healing rate, or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm not taking it right now. I'm going to save it for an emergency. If something happens to me where I just absolutely trash my stats, or I need a boost to my healing, like if I lose a limb or something and I need a healing boost, then I'll take it. But I'll save it for now. Things aren't bad enough for me to worry about it. Alright, we'll take a few more string. I think I've got enough now. The incidental things I want to make, we're good. Easy enough to come across now that we're mobile. Alright, so the house is done. There's not usually much outside, and I don't need anything in the greenhouse. I don't need anything in the chicken pen. So the site of the... Whoops! Whoops! Okay, that is a nightmare for me right there. Not that. That. That is a nightmare. Migos at 1.5 speed. Ooh. In the cities, I feared feral runners, hunters, and dogs. Out in the countryside, holy crap, would things go bad if I got a Migo near me without knowing it. Oh, the hat has to come off. Oh, I didn't see it. Somebody Evanesco'd me. And nobody saved me? What happened to all the people that, you know, despise a shiny forehead? Where'd all those folks go? Fine. You want the shiny forehead, you get the shiny fall. See, now you're being rude, because I already took it off. You made me go through the motions. I've expended the calories. So, I'm sorry, Mark Giroux, but until you can restore my calories, the 2 or 3 calories I burned. And then we had to take it off again. See, now we're back into the Hat Wars. Alright. I guess I should mention, I'm going to put a hold on the, the Vorm versus Viewers events for a while. Because they're causing some weird things with the channel memberships. People are like holding off their memberships, trying to wait for that, and then they don't show up, or they don't get to meet it, and then they don't renew their memberships, and attendance kind of dropped off pretty hard, and so on. So we're going to back off of the Vorm versus Viewers for a while. I'm going to make that more of a maybe twice a year type of thing than trying to do it every month. And it was kind of stressful on me. It was kind of hard to kind of run those and be interesting about it. So if you've been holding off on feeding Zombie Dog his due cookies and or any other things, just do it. Just do it. Don't be saving points for the Vorm vs. Viewers event. I'm going to put a hold on that for a while. We'll figure out a schedule. They're not gone forever, but I'm going to make them a little less common. Alright, but yeah, Migo. So we got a Migo body site. Or a body site of some kind back there. I can't see the bodies, so I don't know what kind of site it is yet. Oh, it's a drug site. Yeah, there's the meth. So it's a drug site. Might be combined with another site. Sometimes that happens. But it also means I am not going to go check the other buildings. Because I do not want a Migo after me. They're faster than me normally anyway. And at 1.5 speed, they're just going to be buzzsaws. So I am not going to go out there until I drive around. We're going to drive around and check and see if there's anything on the ground that I really want. And if I can lead the Migos away or run them over or something. But normally I go back and I check real quickly in the barn. There's like an office here that might have something. I don't expect anything in the barn, but there's an outbuilding back here that has a little utility room. And I think I found a toolbox back there once. I already have a toolbox, but if it has a toolbox, it has other possible things on the loot list that maybe would interest me. So I did want to go back here, but that's too close to where the Migo... Can I even get back to where the Migo's at? Maybe. I can get around to this far, so I should be able to lead him away and at least see what's over there. But we're going to do it that way. I'm not going out that way until I know the Migos are taken care of or moved. So let's go ahead and head back to the vehicle. Am I current on my hat on, hat off thing? Did things... So... I think it was hat off, hat back on, hat back off again. I didn't see anything after that. Then we got cookies and biscuits for Zombie Dog, which is coming up in 10 minutes. So if you're interested in, you know, making my dog fat, your opportunity is pretty much now, because he's going to get his cookies and his biscuit here in about 10 more minutes when I take a break. Who am I talking about? All you people that just joined in? Well, I'm talking about Zombie Dog, of course. That's Zombie Dog. Here's Zombie Dog. Let me show you Zombie Dog's action photo. This is Zombie Dog, you know, guarding the perimeter. He's doing a guard on the back door. That's Zombie Dog in full action mode, doing his doorstop routine. So there you go. That's Zombie Dog. Got back in the vehicle. He's made an appearance on camera once or twice. A little inconvenient. He's a big dog, and he knows he's not supposed to jump up or stuff, so he doesn't like to get his head in camera. He's also super quiet. I think the viewers have heard Zombie Dog maybe twice in multiple years of streaming. I think you guys have heard him actually make a noise twice while I've been on camera. He averages about 3 noises a year, and when it happens, it scares the holy crap out of me every time. Because it's such a shock when it happens. Makes me jump every time he lets loose. He's not mute, he's just quiet. He's always been quiet. Alright, so there's the site, the start of it. Migo is... Oh, Migo's chasing and playing with some acid, is he? We got a spitter up here originally? So the Migo chopped up the spitter. He's only lightly injured. Yeah, he's not... I don't know if they take damage from acid. I think they might be immune. Let's see. Any items I care about? A lighter would be nice. I would like a little more fire-making capability. We only got 4 total bodies. What else we got? Nothing there I care to look for. Leather backpack in perfect shape. That's not bad, but we're now beyond that point. Other than I do need leather. I would like to grab it and then tear it apart for the components. And nothing there either. So I might do a quick drive-by. Shall I demonstrate the really cheesy, cheaty method of getting gear? I always feel bad every time I do it, so I try not to do it. But I don't mind doing it for demonstration purposes. Let's do it. What the hell? I haven't demonstrated it in a while. So we'll slow down, we'll turn. It's the... Which side is it? This one right here, right? Yeah, that's the backpack. If I got space, I got space. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna make sure I don't drive my wheels over it, but that it does end up adjacent to me. So, if I go straight, it's going to now end up adjacent to me in either of these faces. Over it we go. To the right. We'll go right there. Then we hit all. And when I hit all, it's showing me... Let's see here. Let's actually go find it. No, on the ground, please. Oh, you're not showing it to me? Really? Did they change it? Can you not do this anymore? That would be cool. Nope, there it is. Alright. Inventory. I just had the wrong line. I forgot it was above me on the line. So there's the leather backpack on the ground, and you can switch between the vehicle storage or the ground storage if you have any in a spot by hitting the V key. But it's on the ground underneath the vehicle, and I'm going to scoop it right into my inventory. There you go. My leather backpack. I feel so bad when I do that. So apparently there's holes in the floorboards, and you just kind of drive over it. And you grab stuff out of the off the ground, pick it up, put it in your inventory. I stop feeling bad about it when I get hitchhikers that step into my vehicle through the diagonals. So that's why I'm willing to do this every once in a while, just because I figure it's a trade-off for the whole. If I turn diagonally and I then get hitchhikers. Oh, that was hilarious on Monday. Remember Monday's hitchhiker problem? That was funny. First time that's ever happened. That was good times. Alright, so we'll take that backpack apart for the leather. Oh, I know there's been attempts. I don't fault at all that it is a thing. At least with the hitchhikers, they can't move while you're driving. So if at least they're not adjacent to you, you can somewhat deal with it, or at least relocate to a more favorable position. At least we have that small mercy. But it's always hilarious. If you missed on Monday, apparently while I was driving through town, escaping from town, I thought I got out clean. We started driving out in the middle of nowhere, and I turned the engine off so that we weren't getting these engine noises anymore. And I stepped out, and all of a sudden we had a noise. And I was like, what the hell? And we apparently picked up a hitchhiker in the sealed rear section of the van. So I turned diagonally, stepped away, lured him out, ran around, got back in and drove off, only to stop again later and find out we had another one. There were 3! I had 3 hitchhikers in the back of the van. I had to solve the problem twice because it didn't occur to me to even look a second time. Good times. Good times. That was funny, though. I thought that was hilarious. Alright, let's go back up to here. Let's check our gas. So we're down to 13.9. That's what I'm a little worried about. Busted engine and not a surfeit of gas. Another body site way to our north. Please be scientists and give me ID cards. That's what I want. Yes! Again! How many times do I have to tell you guys? It's a simple game. It's stupid easy. All you gotta do is ask for something. Just ask and it hands it to you. See? I got extra eyeglasses. I got hiking boots. I got 2 ID cards for the local labs. It's such an easy game. You ask for things and it gives it to you. And you're good. Go away, Kraken. Oh, I think I'll just take the ID card. Not gonna worry about this. Bracken are not hostile, by the way. You can ignore them, they'll ignore you. And give me the other ID card, and I'll take the hiking boots so I can get a little tiny bit of leather out of them. They're damaged, you get less materials when they're damaged. I don't see any other bodies. That's about normal for a body site at my item drop level. There's going to be fewer bodies at the body sites because of that. Alright, take control again and keep on moving. Well, that changes things up. That changes things up. Now I'm going to have to consider, because we got a lab here. We haven't checked which kind yet, old style or new style. And we know we've got an old style here. So, yeah. Why are they not hostile? Why would you assume that every interdimensional visitor is a people-hating psychopath? Why can't they just be tourists? Or just wild animals that have been transported here against their will and are just looking to survive and not really mess with anybody? They don't all have to be ravening beasts. That's what they are, though. They're interdimensional visitors. Alright, where are we? We're going... just keep following the road. I'm not sure what I'm hoping for now. We got our lab access. That's going to give me a serious pause, because we might not have to travel if I go into a lab. I'm just a little worried about what's in there that can get me, and I won't have an easy travel escape. Blood-soaked rags and auto casings. Alright, we do have dangerous stuff ahead, not from this, but from the crab people that I'll have to make sure I avoid. They would really seriously mess me up. So we check the crate. I'm not 100% sure what the total loot list is in these crates. Let's go check it, though. I want to say pickaxes are possible, because, I mean, it's a roadwork crate. So, I would expect tools that would be used in road work. Mining helmet. Alright, I'll take a mining helmet. Mining helmet's got some uses. What am I wearing now? I'm wearing the headlamp. So the mining helmet's got better protection value, I think, than the headlamp. So, headlamp versus... mining helmet's armor? Alright. So, mining helmet's 8.8 versus 1.3. So we're going to go with the mining helmet. 80% coverage against 15% coverage. So this is actual protection, not just a strap with a light on the front. So we'll definitely swap out to the mining helmet. Alright, let's keep going. I think I can wear both, yes, but what's the point of that? You're not really getting any protection out of the strap. There's the Razor Claw. Alright, so we have Razor Claws in the area. I was hoping to avoid any Razor Claw notice. Oh, he's chasing the animals, looks like. He's right here, and he would mess me up. That is a Razor Claw. Man-sized crustacean, clad in an iron-like chitin capable of emitting the most horrible of shrieks. Yeah, they have a shriek attack that gives you a bunch of stun effects. Often spotted near shipwrecks or other dark, damp places which it uses as nesting grounds. No, it's only spotted at shipwrecks. There are no others. I don't remember ever seeing a Razor Claw anywhere but a shipwreck. Uh-oh. We got it! We actually got one! Holy crap! Look at this! Look at this! Minefield! I asked and I got one. Finally! It's in-game! Hey! Oh, there's my Humvee! Don't tease me! Oh my god. It's a draining battery. But the truck engine is in perfect shape. Battery's easy to replace. Oh my goodness. But yeah, finally. After months, and me complaining about it being gone, and me insisting that it was gone, and people insisting back to me that no, it was in-game because it was on the debug menu. And then me re-insisting, no, it's actually gone. Fix it, please. It's here. Oh, been so long. It was supposed to be in game for like a year and a half. Oh, I know. I talked to Knight however you pronounce that name. I talked to Knight about it like 3 months ago, and I kept explaining to him over and over again that I didn't care that the code says it should be there, that it was not in there. So finally, and then supposedly he was going to fix it, and I didn't hear anything again. A couple months went by, and I brought it up again somewhere, and finally he got it fixed. So I'm just happy it's fixed. I don't care. Whatever the history of it, it's finally fixed. It was supposed to be in way back when the minefields originally disappeared. Like literally a year and a half ago. I forget how long ago it's been. Long time. So, and they also recently fixed the other one I complained about. The Necropolis is back. So there you go. You're welcome. You get your minefields and you get your Necropoli. All because Vorm plays way damn too much of this game and knows that they're not showing up.